Hello and welcome to an episode of Canadian Stacker. Today I'm my usual lunch spot down by Lower Ostroms. The water levels drop, the riverbank's out, and I'm able to get out more into my spot on the middle of the river where I usually sit. Normally I sit on this rock, but she's still not quite ready for me to park my butt. And the same with this guy up the river here, or gal, whichever way you want to look at it. Yeah, I decided I was going to make a quick video today because I was trying to figure out why the heck silver price might plunge the way it did. And I've been doing a little bit of reading, a little bit of YouTube watching, and a little bit of, perusing around to try to figure things out. And I think I might have kind of an idea of why things are doing what they're doing. Yeah, Powell announced that he's going to pause and rate hikes, which I don't know if they're going to come now because I saw something that might prevent Powell from doing so. Abe Lincoln, or whatever his name is, he went to China, the ambassador to China there, and he met with Xi Jinping in a unofficial, unscheduled meeting where he pretty much looked like Xi's lapdog. He came in, looking urgently like a small boy getting home to see his dad after a hard, dad had a hard day at work. Basically whipping the schoolboy around, and yeah, he literally couldn't wait to shake Xi's hand. And Xi reaffirmed that they take this with a grain of salt, okay? Because we're talking about a totalitarian dictatorship, and basically he said that he doesn't want to do any interference with the U.S. So what could this mean? Well, this could mean maybe no more arms transfers from North Korea over to the war, because North Korea has been funneling shells in there like crazy, and in order for them to do that, they need to use the rail line that comes through China that goes into Russia. Also, on top of that, Russia has its own ways of doing things, but Xi can put his thumb down onto Kim and basically make that stop, which would be a real burden for Russia. Also, on top of that, the U.S. basically reiterated that they support the One China agreement. Sorry if I'm moving around. I got the horse flies and the deer flies just trying to nom on me. But yeah, so you also got basically the U.S. agreeing to the the One China policy. Now, whether or not this is going to work out. Oh, here comes our safety kayaker, Oscar. So I better step out of his way because he's going to want my rock. I'm going to double check if he wants here. No, he's going to take up top. Okay, I don't know. I'll wait for him to show up and we'll see what he does, and then I'll get out of his way. That means our group's not too far behind. So, like I said, basically, the U.S. backed up the One China policy. Whether or not this is true, I don't know. I'm going to get out of Oscar's way. But anyways, so what does this mean? Well, this means that the U.S. might wind up backing off on arms shipments to Taiwan. It might stabilize the region a little bit. China might slow down on its we're going to violently take over Taiwan movement. I don't know if it will or it won't, but the markets are agreeing with it, and this is driving down the price of silver. And to top that all off, basically, I don't know what to say really about it. That's a pretty big impact on the price of silver. So we got stability looking like it's showing up in China. We got arms shipment reductions possibilities from North Korea, to the war over in Europe, and basically this is all weighing down along with the interest rate pause from the Fed. Now, what do I see happening? I see possibly sub $20.50 silver in American terms, sub $26, $27 Canadian terms silver. Do I see the US dollar weakening? No. Why do I not see that? Because, well, if China's going to play ball and let the U.S. keep the hegemony status and not push so hard, and let's say the Sauds pump a little more oil in return, because like Xi says, hey, put on the tap a little bit, we'll let this roll a little bit more. That's going to put heavy pressure onto the silver market. So I do see a continued sell-off. I don't see it transpiring quickly. Like, I see bounces, right? I see bounces. You got all these other bullion companies and bullion, FOMOers that buy in. Like I said, buy in yesterday, and I still bought in, and I agree with that. But like I said, I kept my powder, some of it dry, and I'm waiting for a bigger pullback. I'm waiting for me for sub $28, and if I see that, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go hard, and I'm gonna go in. Now, this also tells me another thing, that means that the actual, maybe the spot prices will stay high. They you know, like they over spot prices, the markup. You know, like the over spot. So do I see that going up? Possibly, because silver can't be produced, you know, for that amount of fiat. So something's going to wind up happening, and I might wind up doing a video if it gets low enough in price and tell you guys I am going to go buy an LBMA bar. I am going to go and I'm going to go get myself a 900, well, yeah, like basically a 990-ish ounce bar. I want it to be under 1,000 ounces because, well, there's a threshold for selling silver where the forms come out, and that's 1,000 ounces or more. So I might go after a sub 1,000 ounce LBMA bar. I might even try to pull it directly off the LBMA myself. I don't know. But if I see silver get to 27, man, I'm telling you right now, 1,000 ounce LBMA bar sounds pretty reasonable considering you can get it at spot or just slightly over spot brought to your door. So, you know, I know it sounds like a lot of money, but let's say I can get it for 27,000 off the LBMA and pay $1,000 in brokerage fees and shipping fees, or even 1,500, and I can get a 1,000 ounce bar to my house. I just might do it. Oh, here comes our crew. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm thinking, you know, like maybe if I can't quite afford it, I might get in with a couple of other friends that I know, and maybe we'll buy a bar together, and then we'll just hire somebody to make the bars into smaller rounds or something for us. You know, I might actually hire someone to do it, you know, and that costs money as well. But I know a couple people that would love to get their hands on a 1,000 ounce bar, you know, and cut it up and melt it up and smack it into some interesting things. So yeah, so here comes our group. We got James in the front. We got river boarders today. I don't know whether or not they're in the boats. I think that Lower Ostrom might be on the cutoff. I think cutoff is anything below 6, and I think we're holding it about 5.5. So it would have to come up a half a foot more. It looks like 5.5 to me, maybe a little lower. I won't know till later, and I don't see the river boarders coming down Lower Ostrom, and usually they come down first. So yeah, no, I don't see that. I'm just looking for the ferry boat, seeing if they have anything in the bottom. Oh, I'm getting waved at. I'll wave back. Yeah, so oh, here they come. They're driving hard now. Like I said, here's Oscar over here. He's set to take pictures. All right, that's a hard hit there. You've got James and Katie coming down with a group from Gatineau, from Gatineau Outdoor Bungee Adventure in Gatineau. If you're interested in that, I suggest you look them up. This is not a sponsored video. I'm just doing the talk out of my heart. We got another guide coming down right now. Who do we got here? Oh, we got David. We got David coming down. Yeah, and who's bringing up the rear? Where's Jim? I don't see Jim. He might have walked in. I don't have a clue. But there's Monica coming down hard. But look, I gotta go because my teams are down and I gotta get ready to go to the bus and make some lunch. So anyways, if you got any advice, information out of this video you found useful, leave a like, comment, and maybe subscribe. Let me know that you appreciate this content. And the next thing, as always, this is just a guy talking about stuff. This ain't financial advice. I don't give out financial advice. What I do is I give out commentary on things that I think are happening, and this is what I think I need to do in order to you know, basically continue on with my my stacking. So until next time, keep stacking, keep your thumb to the sky, stay awesome, and you know, always family first. Remember that. That's important in life. Basically family, God, and self-worth, you know, knowing that you're somebody important. Those are important things. So God, family, self-worth, remember that in that order. Okay, until next time.